Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good night, everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is Alina Fatika Hari. In this day, I want to share about material, and maybe it will new experience for you all. In here, I will explain about descriptive text. This is no, maybe it is not new for you all, but I will explain for more detail about descriptive text. Maybe first, I will explain about definition of descriptive text. Descriptive text is a text which says the what a person or a thing is like. Description is about sensory experience, how something looks, sounds, tastes. Mostly it is about visual experience, but description also deals with other kinds of perception. In the next, it is about purpose of description text. The first is to describe person, thing, or place in specific. The second is to describe a particular person, thing, or place. The generic structure in the descriptive text, there are two. For the first is identification. Identification is contents about the introduction of a person, place, animal, or object will be described. The second is description. Description is a content or description of something, such as animal, things, place, or person, by describing its features, forms, colors, or anything related to what the writer described. The next is language future. There are four language in future. The first is specific participant. Specific participant has a certain object. It's not common and unique or only one. For example, is Bandengan Beach, my house, Borobudur Temple, Uncle Jim. The second is the use of the adjective. An adjective to clarify the noun, for example, a beautiful beach, a handsome man, the famous place in Jepara, and it is. And then the third is the use of simple present tense. The sentence pattern used is simple present because it tells the fact of the object described. The fourth is action verbs. Verbs that show an activity. For example, run, sleep, walk, cut, etc. For example of descriptive text is Lembah Pelangi waterfall. Lembah Pelangi waterfall sounds unfamiliar for either local or foreign tourists. Lembah Pelangi waterfall is located in Sukamaju village, Ulu Belu subdistrict, Tanggamus district, Lampung province in Indonesia. The access to this place is quite difficult because Ulu Belu subdistrict is a remote area in Lampung with its hilly counters which make this tourist spot exclusive. In the first paragraph, its name is identification because the first paragraph contains about the introduction of a place. And the next is Lembah Pelangi waterfall has two levels, where the waterfall on the second level has two branches. The height of the first level waterfall is about 100 meters, while the second level waterfall is about dozens of meters. The best ensemble of this waterfall is the rainbow, which appears between the valley and and the waterfall as the name suggests. The soft flowing, gurgling waterfall sounds is like a sign of nature which can remove the fitness of the long trip to go there. Under the waterfall, there are several spots of warm water which can be an interesting spot for bathing. In this place will be shown a panorama of natural beauty which is very interesting for every pair of eyes seeing it. Rocky hills accompanied by leafy trees will actually suit both your eyes. The second paragraph and the third paragraph namely is description because contains a description of place in the Lembah Pelangi Waterfall. So Lembah Pelangi Waterfall merupakan sebuah tempat air terjun Lembah Pelangi yang mungkin tidak asing bagi kalian, bagi orang lokal ataupun orang turis karena lokasinya ada di Desa Sukamaju, Kecamatan Tanggamus, Provinsi Lampung di Indonesia. Tapi akses untuk ke tempat ini itu sedikit sulit karena belum merupakan sebuah area yang merupakan jauh dari jangkauan kendaraan. Dalam paragraf pertama ini disebut introduction karena introduction itu menjelaskan, memperkenalkan sebuah tempat kepada kita sehingga kita tahu itu tempat ada di mana dan tentang tempat itu bagaimana. The second paragraph kedua ini menjelaskan tentang bagaimana keadaan di air terjun Lembah Pelangi. Lembah Pelangi itu memiliki dua tingkatan pada air terjunnya. Nah, di sini itu dijelaskan kepada sang penulis agar kita mengetahui dan kita menjadi tertarik untuk datang ke Lembah Pelangi air terjun itu. Dan mungkin di tempat ini kita bisa memanjakan diri untuk bisa refreshing atau hanya untuk sekedar mandi di sana pun juga bisa. Nah, deskriptif teks sendiri itu sebenarnya bertujuan untuk menjelaskan sebuah tempat, benda, ataupun sebuah pengalaman kepada kita. Tetapi deskriptif teks itu memiliki struktur yang bisa kita jadikan acuan karena di deskriptif teks itu mereka menggunakan simple present. Simple present itu kata-kata yang menggunakan verb 1. Jadi tidak diulang dari kemarin tapi karena hari ini. Tujuan dari deskriptif teks sendiri itu untuk menjelaskan orang, benda atau tempat lebih spesifik atau menjelaskan seseorang secara keseluruhan. Di dalam deskriptif teks itu ada dua generic strukturnya, yaitu identifikasi dan deskripsi. Di identifikasi itu penjelasan seseorang, tempat, benda atau objek yang akan kita deskripsikan. Di description itu mengandung deskripsi dari sesuatu seperti binatang, benda, tempat atau orang, menjelaskan dari bentuknya, warnanya, atau segala sesuatu yang berhubungan dengan apa yang penulis tuliskan. For this material I use Padlet. So I think this application I can to show you like a PowerPoint and ABC, but I don't know why just like that. So you cannot to read them. So I explain it all. It is enough from me.
Yes.
If you want to ask, you can to ask me after this class. Thank you for attention and your time. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.